Well, something that's fun to track every season, Richard. Which players are having a breakout year?
And we usually see it with the younger players, but I especially love seeing it from guys that have been in the league. Normally, it's about finding the right situation.
Here's the starting group for Cincinnati. They've got Miller, and it's Magician in at the point. Magician, the pass to the Magician. Here's Magician. Here's the three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's the Wizard. Out to the right wing. Here's Saunders. Pass to the Wizard. Shot clock at 6. Here's the Wizard. Pulls it from 20, and he knocks the jumper down. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Magician. Now Miller. Magician, pass to the Magician. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The three is up. They get it back. Goes back up. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. The shot no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both shots.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's Magician. Pure from three-point range. Magician's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Magician. Over to the wing. Magician, pass to the Magician.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Oh, made it a tough look for him as the defense really pressed up on him. To the inside. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Magician. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Magician, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
So both teams making some changes here. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams.
And this is a team that takes pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risks and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
A minute 22 left now in the first quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Not going to go that time.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Magician. Yet to see a basket. Here's Magician. Nails it from 3.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's the Wizard. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Wizard. And rejected. And that goes out of bounds. Now keep possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Got it. Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Here's Magician. He has 6. Out to Harris. Pass to Magician. Now Miller. This one for 3. And again, it's Cincinnati with a 3.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Cincinnati. They lead by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for Cincinnati, they've got Miller, and it's Magician in at the 4.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Magician, still without a bucket. Out to the wing. In transition, here they come. Here's Magician. The rebound by Magician. Pass to the Wizard. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Magician. Out to the right wing. Baker can't get it to go. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Pass to Magician. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. Here's Baker. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. The Wizard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. First team.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Cincinnati has possession.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
It's always a marquee matchup on the schedule. I think it's going to be another fun set of games between them this year.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, second.
A moment now to see how the schedule is shaping up for Cincinnati. On Friday and then on Wednesday, and this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Magician, the pass to Miller. Here's Magician. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Just 5 on the clock. Magician, the pass to the Magician. From deep. And the Wizard pulls it down. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Saunders. Off target at the rim. Cincinnati leading by 8. Here's Magician. Cincinnati working the ball around now. 1:42 left to play in the first half. Here's Magician. And once again, off the mark by Cincinnati. Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Pass to the Wizard. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? For Cincinnati, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And make some noise for your dance team.
Both teams will make substitutions. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams.
They were intimidating at the defensive end. Blocking shots, changing shots. You had to fight them for every bucket last year.
Pass to Magician. Miller outside. Here's Magician. Right wing. 6 to shoot. There's the screen. Magician. The pass to the Magician. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Saunders. Tries it from 16.
Number 30. First personal foul.
Cincinnati leading by 6. Here's Magician. 6 points for him. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Magician's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And so it's Cincinnati finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Let's jump right in with a look at the Players of the Week. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Plenty of LOVE. That's what you can do about this game. Love it. Because that combination of skill and size, man, that big fella is taking care of business. Game in and game out.
Yeah, and that really, that CONSISTEN, anyway, consistency.
There you go.
That's what it's all about. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the home team.
They're not applying enough pressure offensively. Very little presence inside. Too much reliance on long jumpers.
You know how I feel about that style, Kenny. I don't even want to comment.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Shooting around 33%, not the best offensive efficiency. And it's the Wizard in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Pass to the Wizard. Five to shoot. Here's the Wizard for 3. Can't get the putback. Here's Magician. 7 points in the game. Magician, the pass to the Magician. Off the mark there with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Over to the left wing. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number 3.
First one falls. So he gets them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Magician, the pass to Miller. To the right side. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Miller. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. He's got 5. Shot left block. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Puts up a 3. Cranes the triple. The Wizards got 8.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Miller outside. Here's Magician from behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Magician's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Saunders. To the middle. Here's the Wizard. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. They've led by as many as 11. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Cincinnati shooting their first free throws of the night, and so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Cincinnati making a change here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes.
Pass to the Wizard. From 6 feet away. The rebound by Magician. Cincinnati leading by 8. Here's Magician. They set the pick. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. 1:24 left to play in the third quarter here. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. That one's good for 2. The Wizards got 10 points in the game.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Magician. He's got 12. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Magician. Pass to the Magician. Yep, that one goes. And Cincinnati leads by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Cincinnati, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Cincinnati. And it's Magician in a point guard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. Shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Pass to Magician. They set the screen. The three sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
And Cincinnati leads by 12.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Saunders. The rebound by Magician. Magician, the pass to the Magician. Here's Magician. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to Magician. It's tipped. Here's the Wizard. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Magician. Here's Baker. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Cincinnati leading by 12. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. both teams making substitutions here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Magician, pass to Miller. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Pass to Magician. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. And Cincinnati leads by 15.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Saunders. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And they recover it. Another chance. Oh, no good again that time. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
If I had someone setting picks like that for me, my game probably wouldn't have changed, but maybe I would have played a few more years.
At the line for Cincinnati, number 52, one shot.
One shot.
And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Here, let's take a look at our player of the game, someone who really took over and earned this award tonight.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the three ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's the Wizard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
And it's Cincinnati's ball. They've scored 10 straight. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now Harris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Magician. Another chance. Oh, no good. Shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Cincinnati leading by 16. Here's Magician. They set the pick. Here's Magician.
Home team foul. Number 5. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Cincinnati. Number 26. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So both teams making some changes here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's the Wizard. Deflects the pass. Here's Magician. So it's Cincinnati winning this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now our player of the game.